A family in shock. They were inside when a shell hit their home in Donetsk. All they can do is survey yet more damage to their city and try to pick up the pieces. They say this is a war they did not choose. The ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia, reached 2 months ago in Minsk, was always fragile. But there is now the fear that eastern Ukraine will return to an all-out conflict. NATO has accused Russia of sending more heavy weaponry, tanks, and combat troops over the last 48 hours, something the Kremlin has denied. And so hours later, the UN Security Council met in New York for yet another emergency meeting. Blocked from taking any action because of Russia's veto power, the American ambassador Samantha Power instead used the international stage to accuse Russia of manufacturing another frozen conflict in Europe.
The pattern is clear. Where Russia has made commitments, it has failed to meet them. Russia has negotiated a peace plan and then systematically undermined it at every step. It talks of peace, but it keeps fueling war.
But in exchanges reminiscent of the Cold War era, the Russian deputy representative Alexander Pankin called the criticisms by council members another foray into propaganda and accused the Ukrainian president of himself violating the ceasefire agreement.
We are also concerned about Mr. Poroshenko's decision to annul the law on a special status for certain regions in Lugansk and Donetsk. This was the linchpin of the Minsk agreement, which essentially now has been totally annulled.
Ukraine says it will redeploy government forces to defend itself from a possible rebel attack, and Western members of the Council say Ukraine has the right to do so. But already 450,000 people have been displaced and thousands killed. And there is a real concern that the humanitarian and political situation will only deteriorate further as the international community stands by, unable to stop it. Neda Tawfiq, BBC News, at the UN.